Sometimes the thing that bothers you in another person is not just about them. Sometimes it is a mirror. You see their behavior, you feel the irritation rise, and immediately the mind says, they need to stop doing that. But pause before you judge, ask yourself, why does this bother me so deeply? Where does this same pattern live in me? Do I do this in another form? Do I act this way when I feel afraid, unheard, rejected, or out of control? Because sometimes the behavior you criticize in someone else is the same behavior you excuse in yourself. You may not do it the exact same way, you may not do it with the same tone, you may not do it in the same situation, but the root may be the same. Control avoidance, defensiveness judgment, pride impatience, need for attention, need to be right. And this is where self-awareness begins, not when you catch someone else. But when you catch yourself, the irritation is not always an attack. Sometimes it is an invitation to look deeper, an invitation to mature, an invitation to stop living from the blind spot. Because the truth is, we often judge others at the level where we have not yet healed ourselves. We call them difficult, but we have difficulty being honest. We call them controlling, but we struggle to trust the flow. We call them judgmental, but we quietly measure people through our own lens. We call them inconsistent, but we break promises to ourselves every day. That does not mean their behavior is okay. That does not mean you ignore boundaries. That does not mean you accept disrespect. It means you stop using their behavior as an excuse to avoid your own growth. You can set a boundary and still examine yourself. You can hold someone accountable and still ask, what is this showing me about me? That is, wisdom projection says, I see it in you, but not in me. Awareness says, I see it in you, and now I am brave enough to check myself. That is how knowledge becomes wisdom. That is how irritation becomes information. That is how judgment becomes correction. That is how the mirror becomes medicine. So the next time someone's behavior bothers you, do not rush to condemn them. Pause, breathe. Observe, ask yourself, is this truly about them? Or is life showing me a part of myself that is ready to evolve? Because when you can see yourself clearly, you stop reacting from the wound and start responding from awareness. And that is where freedom begins.